Thank you, Michael, and thank you, everybody, for being in attendance today here in Los Angeles for what is a very important announcement to cap what has been a wonderful year for DAZN, for Matchroom Boxing USA. Of course, we're here to formally announce the fight on February the 29th in Frisco, Texas, at the Dallas Cowboys Ford Center. And thank you to Jerry Jones for chasing this fight down between 4-division world champion Mikey Garcia and 2-division world champion Jessie Vargas. It's Guerrero v. Guerrero. It's a great fight. And talking to Jessie on the way here, we saw the shades of Guerrero against Morales here in an all-action Mexican fight that I think is going to light up the fans in Texas and also live on DAZN. And I'm very proud to stand here today, not just after the year, but stand next to these two gentlemen, because both have come to us during different times and different periods. And for Mikey Garcia, I think a year and a half of trying to get this young man. And it was just the momentum there that got me the opportunity to sit in front of this great fighter again. And we're delighted to be working with him moving forward, starting with February the 29th, as I said. This man was one of the first guys that jumped ship. And actually, ironically, when we sat down for our conversation, the fight that I most wanted to make was Mikey Garcia against Jessie Vargas.
It's a privilege to be working with everyone on stage today. We are obviously committed financially and from a marketing perspective to delivering a first-class experience for our fan base. We've put together the best roster in the sport of boxing. Some of the names Eddie mentioned, Canelo Alvarez, Anthony Joshua, Triple G, and we're so glad to add another Garcia to that roster, and we hope that it can stay there for many years to come. Jessie, what can I say? Probably my first friend in the sport of boxing after the man behind you. You believed in our vision from day one. You were at our launch event in New York last July, and you headlined our first show in October in Chicago. Not only from a fighter perspective, you provided expert analysis on all of our broadcasts. You've taught people in both English and in Spanish how to say DAZN, how to pronounce the brands. You've commentated on our shows. We're truly appreciative of everything you do to support our service. So thank you, and we're so happy that you're kicking off our second fight season.
2-division world champion, Jessie Vargas.
Well, thank you, Eddie. Thank you, everyone, for attending. Good afternoon to everyone. It's a pleasure being here. And quite honestly, it's just faith, you know, having faith in the people you work with. And thankfully, I've had that. I know I did my research, and I know what each person is about who is a part of my team. Thankfully, it's worked out, and my faith continues on them. You know, I continue to have faith in them, and here we are now. The fight that we're promoting now is against Mikey Garcia, a fight that the fight fans will definitely enjoy and are intrigued to see come February 29th on DAZN in Dallas, Texas. I'm excited. I mean, you have two fighters, you know, one of myself, and of course you have Garcia, who is a very talented fighter. He always puts on a good performance, and he gives it his all. He's a warrior, just as I am, and I think that the fans are going to benefit from it come February 29th. You're going to see an action-packed fight, two Mexican-American warriors going at it. You know, I have heard on social media, I have fight fans commenting already. It has Morales versus Barrera written all over it. I'm not sure if we can live up to those expectations, but I'm pretty sure we will get close to it. You know, and it's a hard task to have in front of us, but I'm excited. I'm stoked. Can't wait to get into training camp. I mean, literally tomorrow I'll begin. I know that Garcia is a tough fighter, and I have to prepare properly in order to come out victorious. But I mean, I have to take this fight serious and not overlook Mikey Garcia. Much credit for him for taking this fight.
A man who we are ecstatic to bring to the DAZN platform. Can't wait to see him in action. 4-division world champion, Mikey Garcia.
Hello, everybody. Well, I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to finally get back in the ring. So, you know, it's been a long journey, long time. I'm looking forward to another stage of my career. You know, I want to keep growing that legacy. I want to keep giving the fans fights to remember, that in the end of my career, people will turn back and look at my career and be like, man, that guy fought everybody. That guy was not afraid. That guy took on every challenge, and that's really what motivates me. So a fight with Jessie does that. You know, it gives me the opportunity to show everybody that there's much more in Mikey Garcia. a lot more that I can deliver. And I think this fight allows me to bring out the best out of me and really give my fans, what I want to give, the full Mikey Garcia. It's not going to be an easy fight. I don't think it's an easy fight. I don't take easy fights. In fact, there was fights that I turned down because I felt they were too easy. My dad, my brother were asking me, why don't I just take X, B, C, or whoever, and I said, no, because I don't take easy fights. I don't want that. I want to have a challenge. I want to have something that can really push me, that can really motivate me and excite me. And Jessie Vargas does that. He's a true champion, 2-division champion, has fought some of the best in the era. And it's the biggest challenge for me, coming back, after a long layoff, after my last performance, horrible performance, I lost my fight. There's a lot of questions, so I want to be able to answer those questions with this kind of fight. That's why we really picked, and agreed on fighting Jessie Vargas. He's going to get the best out of me. He's going to bring the best out of me, and I think I'm going to bring out the best out of him. When you have two fighters that want it as much and we know what's at stake, for the future. I got big plans. He's got big plans. So those are all the elements that make this such a great fight. And I'm just very happy to be here. I'm happy to be able to get back in the ring. There's a lot more in Mikey Garcia that I want to deliver. I also want to thank Jesse and his team for accepting the fight. It's not just my decision. It's also his decision. So I thank him and his team. I want to thank Matchroom for actually, putting the show together, DAZN for allowing me this opportunity. I'm just very happy. I think 2020 will be a great year, and it all starts on February the 29th in Dallas. Thank you.